Hey guys, I'm Under here. It's been a little bit since I did a video, and I had done a video on LED bulb upgrade on my 1994 Corvette. And I've had quite a few questions about where I mounted the resistors or how to just change the bulb, stuff like that. So I'm just going to do a really quick video here showing you, first of all, how to get to the bulb, and then where I installed the resistors for my LED bulbs and where I mounted them, just so you guys have a better idea. The nice thing about what I did is everything under the engine bay looks completely stock. So under here, I said there's only the one wire harness going into the bulb in the stock location there. And then everything else is just looks like a regular bulb installed under here. So in order to get this cover off, you have to take this cover off to get to the bulb. There's some Torx screws on the top or the bottom side of the light here, as well as back here we're gonna have to get to. In order to get to those, we'll turn this to adjust it to give us access to it. Something else you could do is turn your headlights on, pop it open, and get to it that way. To change the bulbs, I'm just using like a screwdriver kit. I bought this at like, I don't know, Harbor Freight for maybe $10 or something. It comes with a bunch of screwdrivers, small, big, bunch of little Torx bits and hex bits. The one I'm using to get these bolts out right there is a T15 that came in the little kit here, and I'll just plug it into the end of this magnetic adapter. There's a couple ways you can do this. This is just the way I do it, just what I know. In order to get to like this bolt is hidden, plus the ones on the back side, there's this little knob here. You can spin it. You can see it rotates the headlight. So I'm just gonna rotate it so I have access to those bolts right there easily. And then we'll go around to the other side here. I'll have access to the ones on the side now here. And these are, looks like just regular Phillips screws on the side. So I'll pull those out, and that'll allow me to remove that entire cover. And then once you've removed the screws from both sides of this cover here, we'll just kind of drop down. And then we'll be able to access all the stuff on the inside here. And then now, if you were just gonna replace your bulb, kind of screw this back up to see it again, you're gonna see there's 4 screws that hold this beauty trim ring on. This trim ring here, there's screws here on the bottom. We're just gonna pull those out, and that's gonna give us access to the bulb. It pops out on the back. It's just a 3-prong plug. Unplug it, plug your new bulbs in, but since I upgraded to the LEDs, I have some LED adapters in here as well, and I wanna show you where I've got those mounted, because someone has asked me that. So let me go ahead and spin this all the way up here. So what I did is I mounted mine up in this part on the bottom side of the cover here using just some 3M adhesive tape. They're right there, you can see them. Up out of the way. They're not blocking anything. It allows me to keep all the wiring harnesses inside this housing here. You know, the nice thing about that does put off some heat, but the way it's mounted when you got your headlights on and this thing's open, you get a breeze through here and it helps cool that off. I've had no problems with heat or warping or anything like that, and I've had these on here for over a year now, and they've worked really, really well. I'll just go ahead and pull off this light as well so you guys can see it without that in the way. Give me just a second. And then something to be aware of too, these cars are upwards of 40 years old now, so this beauty ring trim piece has probably been on here a long time. So there's a good chance when you pull yours off, these tabs may be broken on it. You can buy replacement beauty rings. Or honestly, it's right here, you can see on mine. Mine was broken when I did this. I ended up just buying some JB Weld and JB welding it back together. So it's not like there's a lot of pressure on this thing. It literally is just screwing in there, kind of holding this in place. And that JB Weld has worked out really good for me. Like I said, it's been about a year, held up fine with no problems for me. So now I've got the trim piece out of the way. The bulb literally just pulls out. And this is kind of what your stock bulb would look like on the back. There'd be like 3 wires and a plug that go in there. My plug is actually back in here. I got it kind of shoved in here. Try to get it out here. Plugged in to this adapter here. Oh, drop all that stuff down out of the way. But it's right here. That's what plugged into the back of the old bulb originally. Now it's plugged into this whole adapter piece. And then I can't really see it too well from this angle. I was hoping to get better, But there's that resistor back there, the kind of heat sink and stuff on the bottom of that image there. And that's just 3M adhesive taped up in here onto this cover. And I unfortunately can't get a really good shot of that to show you. But I spun this all the way around, got out to the outside, and I did it. So maybe I'll do that, spin it out the other way so you guys can see it in there. Actually, there you go. There it is. Right on the inside of that plastic, it's this black, I don't know, plastic housing cover thing that's under the white cover. I said, and just kind of 3M adhesive taped. It may have come on that heat sink when I got this originally, but I literally just put it right inside there. It's been there a year, no problems whatsoever. And then you'll see on this one here, there's a extra wire that these cars don't use that comes on these. It would be for a different setup. It just hangs there. It doesn't plug in anywhere. The only ones we use are these plugs right here. And then I did take some just still image photos. I'll post my Instagram account and link to this video as well, so people can just click there and see the pictures. Hopefully that gives you a good idea. Like I said, it's just this cover back here that they're mounted to the inside of, 3M adhesive tape, and then this cover goes over the top of them so it never touches this part. There's no concern about them warping or anything like that to me. It worked out really well. And then if you pull yours apart, like mine kind of did here, one of these little retainers fell off, just make sure you put that back up on the clip. Mine goes right up there before assembling this or it won't screw together. Yeah, so there you have it. That's how to change light bulbs and where I installed the resistors on mine. Be sure to check out the other video where I actually give my own personal thoughts and review on using the bulbs. I'm a huge fan. I think they're awesome. If you're driving one of these cars and you drive at night, you should probably consider upgrading. These things are way better than stock bulbs and simple. Like, this is a 5-10 minute job. Even if you're not a mechanic or work on vehicles very often, it's super simple. I just showed you literally everything you need to know about how to change a bulb in this car. And I don't know, the video is going to be like probably less than 5 minutes long. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit me up down below. And then make sure you hit subscribe. I appreciate any support and love it when people hit that subscribe button for me and ask questions and all that fun stuff. And if you have any other ideas for videos you'd like to see from me with my Corvette, anything crazy, I love working on my car, or just crazy driving videos, I'll make those as well. Just hit me up in the comments below and have a wonderful day.